Hi, it's Sheila, and we're going to put this together now. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to put this on speed so you don't have to watch everything, but I'm going to ink this up. And what I'm going to do, and notice I have already embossed this and went with the Swiss dots. I'm going to ink around all these edges. For the green parts, I'm using Close to My Heart's olive ink. And then for the blue, I'm using the Dutch blue and inking all the edges around that. So I'm going to get busy and do that now. Okay, just wanted to show you very quickly a couple things that I did. And I know that you saw me inking, and I was going super fast. Because I didn't want to take up a bunch of your time, but I did want you to see how I inked it. Now I want you to notice also that on the inside of the card, I trimmed the side so that it would cut. I just trimmed it and made a straight line so that it would lay flat. The sentiment will fit fine, but the edge, I had it a little bit larger than I'd like. Now, on the globe, when I did it, on the world, on the blue, it didn't matter around the edges, just as long as I had that blue on there. And as you can see, it's going to fit in there nicely. Now, we're going to put this thing together. So all we need now is a little bit of glue, and we can get going. Oops, I'm undoing my zip dry here. And I'm using the zip dry because I like to be able to move my items around till I get it to line up, and it gives me enough time where most of the other glues, they dry so doggone fast. And zip dry does dry fast, but it still gives me just a couple seconds to move things in and around and maneuver them, plus the fact it doesn't discolor my paper, and I like that too. And so that if I do make a mistake, I don't have to worry about it. So, glue's on the back. Doesn't that look awesome? This card looks so much, it's so much nicer than the other one. It's amazing. The other one's cute as could be, but let's face it, this is kind of cute. I think that taking a few extra steps, but I wanted it so that our brand new gypsy owners can make things too, and you got to start somewhere and learn how to do it. But this way, you started with an easy one, and then next time you can start with this. You can try this, and it's so easy. I took the simple one and just added to it. And that's what's going to happen as you grow in your knowledge of how to work your gypsy. It's going to go so easy, but you got to stick with the basics and learn the basic steps. And I just keep doing the basic steps over and over again, because you know what? There's a lot of people out there that make those wonderful complex designs in that, but I find I really don't need them, so I might as well craft and do the things that I enjoy. I need more. I need quantity more than anything else. I mean, I need quality. I need attractive looking cards. But I'm making attractive cards. I'm just not making each one of them a piece of artwork. Let's put it this way. They are, but they aren't. Now look at that. Does that not look gorgeous with the embossing on there? Now, we're going to take and we're going to put Dad down here, and I'm going to glue one of the dads down, and then I am going to use foam tape for the other one. And you know what? It's Thursday night. It's after 9 o'clock, and I'm able to craft tonight because hubby is at Orange Beach on a fishing trip with the guys, once a year, him and his clients, he takes his clients out and gives them a fishing trip, you know, to thank them for their business. And so they're on the Gulf of Mexico in Orange Beach, Alabama. And tomorrow morning early, I think it's 6:30, they go out on the Gulf and spend the day fishing. They chartered a boat, so they're going to have all kinds of fun. But in the meantime, that means I get to play tonight. I came home from work, and you know what I did? I had, can you stand it? Are you ready for this? For dinner, I had a bowl of Cheerios. I didn't feel like cooking. I didn't even feel like nuking. So I went in the pantry and grabbed a bowl, and I put some Cheerios in the bowl. And guess what? It was a nice dinner. It is just fine. I didn't get home till 8:30, so I mean, goodness gracious. That works just fine. So now, we're going to use what's left of it, and thank goodness my order came in from Close to My Heart, because I've got more foam tape in the drawer here. But notice I'm using little strips of foam tape because I want this to lift up and I want it to have some dimension to it. And so that's why I thought it would be really cool. And you know what we're going to do? Is we're going to do it this way. There we go. There we go. And then I put together, I've got, a matter of fact, I've got it all cut out right here, a card for my dad. I had to keep it simple, and I didn't explain on the last video. I just said that, you know, things are a little bit different with my dad. My dad has Alzheimer's. So whatever we do, we keep it as super simple as possible because he doesn't understand anyway. And he can keep the simplest things and understand that, so we just make it easy. It's a rough road, but at any rate, I won't go in it any further than that. But be sure to use plenty of foam tape if you're going to do it the same way, or if you're going to make this card also, because you want it to look nice and you want it to lift just right. You know, oops. I better lift that one back up. Hope my head didn't get in the way. I noticed my head got in the way in a video the other day. But certain things you just about got to get on top of it to see what you're doing, you know what I mean? And we're almost ready with the outside of this card, or the dad on it. And I cut out the dad on my dad's card in the same, it's using the same thing. This is from Beyond Birthdays. The word dad, and the globe is from, I think, My Community, or Going Places. That's it, Going Places. And some old cards, but I tell you, some of these old cards really have some neat things on it that we can use. I bought 6 cards last month, and I decided I gotta take it easy on buying cards for a while. I haven't even used up half of the ones that I've got. I haven't even touched or tried. Got the same problem as me when it comes to that? See how fast this card is going together? Oops, 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 oops. There we go. Okay, now we just have to go in the inside of the card. I thought of putting Dad there, and I thought, no, that would look funny, so I just left it. And I did my sentiment the same way, although I didn't do such a good job at centering it this time. Because this time I just guessed and put it on the thing, and you know what? It's fine, I'm not going to change it. My honey will be thrilled. And this time I changed the sentiment too. And I'm only going to give him one of these cards. You know which one I'm going to give him. This one here. For a sentiment, I put, Jim, you not only are you the love of my life, you are the world's greatest dad. This is one of the reasons why I love you so much. Happy Father's Day. And I'll just sign it. Card is done. That easy. Let's zoom in on this. Oh, I'm getting shadows. That's because it's nighttime in here. Let's see. Let's zoom in a little bit. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. Look at the texture on this. Let's see, how do I see how it just, I don't know how to get this. There you go. You see the dimension to it, and see that? Love it. Love it. And you open it up, and there you go. That card wasn't too difficult, was it? You have a nice day. Oh, and let's get those Father's Day cards. I want you to just link them up so we can see a bunch of different Father's Day cards. See what you do. This is a 5x7, and I think it's awesome. It's different, and that's what I like. I was thinking about putting best in here, and so far I haven't found a stamp that says best, so I'm going to see if I can find one. If not, I'm just going to leave it at that. Best or greatest is what I'm looking for, but I haven't gone through my stamp sets yet, and I didn't want to bore you. Oh, hopefully the last picture you see will have that on there. Hi, I'm back. I thought I'd put together this other little card that I'm making for my dad. It's just a super, super simple card, and it should take just a minute to put this together. But what I wanted to just tell you is, when you're putting something together, I just went and I had used the Gypsy to make the card for my husband, and with the design, all I did was leave the dad that was on there and just cut another one. That's all. And use the scraps that I had from this and scraps that I was sitting around, because again, he doesn't understand. He can read the word dad, so he can get that done, and my mom will just have to read the rest to him, and hopefully he'll understand what's there. But I just took some scraps of paper. I can do it this way. Why don't we do it this way and keep it just square? And I inked the olive around the plaid, and I used Lagoon. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, Lagoon around this, because I used a Lagoon colored paper here, and which matches, this matches here, so that worked. And all I did was take the scrap from the word dad, and do you believe I got all of this out of a well, a 6 by 12 inch sheet of paper. So I think, no, I got 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and I still have left over. So, and I'm not going to bore you too much more here. I'm going to glue the word dad down and then pop dad just like I did the other card, so that I won't bother you with. What I'm going to do is I'll get this glued on, and I'll come back and I'll show you the card, and we'll just add this onto the post so that we have 3 separate cards from the brandy new Gypsy owner with just the word Dad and doing that 2 up, to a novice Gypsy owner doing the globe and the word, just the globe in the circle shape, I should say. To the 5x7 shape card, putting a lot of shapes together. So, I'll be back in a minute. Hi, I'm back, and I thought I'd show you all 3 of my cards. And you know what I was just thinking is I used 5 sheets of paper. I used green, blue, and this plaid in, that's 1 sheet each of 12 by 12, and a black sheet of paper 12 by 12, so there's 4 sheets of paper, and then I used a sheet of white 8.5 by 11 paper. So that's not bad for 3 cards, 3 different styles, all made from the file, the Gypsy file. We made just the world in a shape, a circle shape opening up. We used leftovers and made Dad. How easy is this card? Just using the word Dad twice, okay? Blowing that up. Now, I want you to know this isn't a straight blow up. Remember, I blew it up 2.75 in height and 5 inches in width, okay? So it's not just a standard blow the thing up. Then we have the world, the globe, with the word Dad attached to it, and it folds open in our shape like that. So there we have it. 3 cards, 4 12 by 12 sheets of paper, and 1 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And I have leftover on each. Okay? You have a great day. Link up your card. I want to see what you're doing. Bye now.